The views and the opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities of LFTP Productions.
Surgeon General warning: tobacco use increases the risk of infertility, stillbirth, and low birth weight.
Leave your work, forget that job. Move them hips and swing that vibe. Come on, and move to the beat. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Word on the street is you do it good. Work it out and work it good. Work with your body and swing with your hips. Hey y'all, it's Relly on Be Fo-Rell Podcast, and I have the influencer of Houston, bartender at D&D on Mondays. Every Monday, Ricky B. Ricky B.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Well, you know, I know you, Ricky, and I love you. I love you so much.
And I love you
too. So, tell them about you. Who is Ricky B?
Who is Ricky V? What would I say about myself? I'm 23.
Okay, you're young.
I'm young.
Oh my God.
I'm young. I'm from Michigan, so people don't know that about me. Detroit. No, I'm from Lansing. That's the capital.
I thought you was from where Babyface Ray from.
Woo! Babyface Ray.
I love him. Mm-hmm. So, what made you move to Houston?
So I grew up in San Antonio, which is about 2 hours from here. Mm-hmm. And San Antonio is just really like
Hispanic.
Yeah, it's Hispanic. I'm half Hispanic too, but you know, I lean a little bit more towards my black side. So, but I love Houston. I have a aunt who lives here, so. But
so you live with your aunt, or you live alone?
I live alone. I live by myself since I was 18.
See, oh my God, what? Let me ask you that, because I moved out my grandma's house at your age.
At 18?
Oh, no, 23.
Oh, 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I left my grandma's house at 23. Then we filmed Bad Boy. I blew up, What About Desire, all that. Then I blew up, I did Bad Boy Season 1. I moved here because Anthony told me I should move here. I said, well, Anthony, like 3 months, and then I've been on my own since. So what made you want to leave at 18?
So really, I feel like I didn't really have it. I mean, I had a choice, but it was a few different options. So option one was either go back to Michigan or find somewhere in San Antonio or come here. And I was like, I'm not going back to Michigan. And I was like, I'm not going back.
So you weren't going back to your parents?
Well, my mom offered to, for me to come with her. And
under what condition?
Nothing. There was no conditions.
Oh, so why didn't you go?
I mean, Houston was just calling me. It was 2020. It was 2020.
Oh, so you moved during COVID?
Yeah, I moved right in the middle of COVID.
No.
August of 2020.
I moved to 2022, I think.
I feel like that's when it kind of slowly started dying down. It was still hype, but I feel like 2020 was like that year.
I don't know how, when COVID was swinging at everybody.
Well, everything was open. You know, in San Antonio, it was nothing going on. Everything was closed. So when I came here, I had went to Anthony's spot a long time. That was the first gay club I ever went to. And
it wasn't house, because he did house when I was here. So what did he have prior?
It was called Adore. I think back then it was called Adore. But yeah, I had brought my mask, and I was like, we ain't got to wear a mask in here. Everybody was just out having a time. So
I got COVID at, oh my God. I hate to say it, but I got COVID at a P. Diddy house party.
And how was that? Wait a minute. You gotta elaborate on that.
Not like that. So
okay.
I have videos and stuff of me showing that I wasn't doing nothing crazy or nothing. It was like a dance floor and all that. I met Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
I met Tiana Taylor, Karrueche, Chris Brown, Drake. I met a whole bunch of people. But it wasn't it was an open to the public party. Mm-hmm. So you saw a whole bunch of groupies and stuff, but we were all kind of, shout out to Tiana Taylor. I was sectioned off.
Love her.
And I was with everybody, and she recognized me. She was like, oh, you was at my Pretty Little Thing party. Come with us in the section. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like the groupies and all that kind of stuff were dancing, and the girls were trying to be seen by the men. Mm-hmm. And then you had the area where it was securityed off, and they were dancing and doing their own little things.
This is in L.A.?
Yes, in Malibu.
Okay.
I spoke with Drake, and he had...
Oh, shout out to Drake.
I love Drake. I remember he had just came back from Canada because they wouldn't let him fly out of Canada. He was like, I was like, oh my God, I love you, Nicki Minaj. And he was like, I just left her house not too long ago. And he showed me a picture of them two together, and I was like, oh my God, I want to meet her.
I love them. My two favorite artists.
I love those. I love that lady, the pink lady. But so you moved here. You've always been a bartender? What did you do prior?
No, so prior to bartending, I was in banking. I was a bank teller, and then I moved up to a personal banker. Yes, so I did that for about...
So you've seen a lot of money.
I have. I've seen lots of money. But it was an experience. I learned, though, that the banks don't really pay that well.
They don't.
Unfortunately, they don't. I thought it was.
I tried to work at a bank here, and they were only paying like $15 an hour.
You see, like, and I'm like, this is an essential business. I'm like, y'all need us.
They make a lot of money.
Yeah, y'all need us. So, but it was one of my goals that I always wanted to do because a lot of my family was in banking, and so I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work for a bank one day. Check that off. Next.
So, what do you want to do besides bartending? Because you're young, you're a spring chicken. And honestly and truly, I remember when 23 felt like it was like a year ago for me. So what do you want to do outside of being a bartender? Which you do well, because I see everybody posting you. You know, I'm always giving you the hard eyes when you wear your cowboy hats and all that. But what do you want to do next?
I think I see myself getting into entertainment. I want to be in a position one day where, you know, my social media, you know, pays for my lifestyle, basically.
Correct.
That's what I want to do. I've done modeling, you know, but I would love to get paid for modeling, get a contract or a really good brand campaign, but probably into acting as well. But yeah, just branching out in that field.
And you do know that takes time, right?
It does.
Okay.
And that's why I'm not rushing it, because I used to feel like, even though I'm 23, every day I feel like, you know, I'm running out of time. So.
You're not, and see, but that's the thing, you're not. You're really not. Jay-Z didn't become Jay-Z until what? He was in his late 30s. Tony, do you know? You know, you're a little bit up in age.
It's always at 18. He was good. He didn't really get famous.
He didn't get mainstream until his 30s, though, right?
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, she dropped her debut album at my age.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
She dropped Pink Friday. That was her first mainstream debut album. She dropped it in November of 2010. And it was like mid to late November. I forgot what day specifically, but it was November 2010. Her birthday is like December the 7th.
Yeah.
So she was about to be 28.
So wait, let me ask you a question. So, did you ever have that feeling that you were like, I know I'm meant for something good one day. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I knew I was going to be famous. I just didn't know for what. I didn't know I was going to be where I'm at. I thought I was just going to be known. Like, I was okay with just having 10K followers. I just wanted 10,000. I just wanted a K. And now I'm literally like less than 100,000 away from having 1 million followers. So, you're not too, how could I put it? Your time, you just never know.
Right.
You never know.
I just hope
it may come tomorrow.
Yeah, I just hope that whatever it is, you know, I enjoy it and I'm happy with it, you know, because I learned that sometimes all money isn't good money.
All money is not good money. It's been days I've had 100,000. I made 100,000 in a year, and I only made like 60, 70. I only made like 80,000 when I was selling cars. I did TV and made 80,000 in a month, and was still depressed. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm living a dream.
Money,
like,
okay, so money. You don't think money buys happiness?
No.
I feel like it doesn't buy happiness, but it does take away a lot of problems. For sure.
It helps big time. Yeah. So I could definitely say that money isn't the root to happiness, because money is the root of all evil. But it does make happiness. When you're happy, you're very happy with money.
Right.
Because you could be happy and not have shit, and you could be happy and have a lot. So I do agree with that. But overall, just stay consistent. Because people think, what a money is, I blew up overnight. I used to scream, what a money is that every day from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 10 months. I used to post it on my story every day. I used to make videos about it every day. So you just never know.
Right.
And when it's your time, you just got to strike it when it's hot, because a lot of people don't do that. And they fall off.
Right.
Because I don't see anybody that stayed when they blew up around the same time as me. So, yeah.
So staying at the top. So how do you feel?
I'm not
how
at
would
the
you
top.
make? How do you feel like you like need to maintain staying at the top? Basically,
I do everything. And not just that, I'm not above, well, I'm above some things, but I'm not above working a 9 to 5. So I have the podcast, I make music, I act, I direct, I do reality TV, I do scripted TV. Well, acting and scripted TV is the same thing. But I also work. And now I'm trying to get into real estate.
That's something that and that's the only thing I saw myself going back to school for.
Real estate?
It's real estate.
I was on my way here, I found out a place I'm going to go to do my real estate, to get my license. Because I know too many big people now. Well, I could sell them a castle and sell them one castle and make $100,000 off them. So you just need to stay true to that. So now I'm about to jump into your personal life, since I've asked you so many questions about what you want to do, your future and all that. So where are you in your dating life?
I am happily single.
Same. Well, I'm not happily single, but I'm single.
I mean, I'm all open to love. You know, I'm a lover boy. I am.
I hate when people say that.
I'm definitely a big lover, but I was raised on so much love.
I get that. I was too, but you know, I was raised. You're very nice, so I've never.
I feel like I show you my nice side.
You always show me your nice side. So
because you've never given me a reason to be like, you know, have to like.
Right, but with me, I'm more like, I'm really aggressive, and especially like if I don't know people, I'm very like in my shell. So it's like if you ever see me like, don't touch me. Like if somebody touch me, I'll be like, please don't touch me, don't touch me. But you seem like a very like, even if somebody upsets you, you still seem to be very nice about it.
That is true.
If I'm like, let's say like I'm in a club and I'm drunk or like I'm tipsy and somebody do something, I'll be, oh bitch, don't touch me, ho. And you want like, can you not touch me?
But it's in my face. I might speak it, but my face will say
my
it all.
face, my body language, the energy is gonna shift. Everything about me is gonna be like. So now, but I hate when people say lover boy, because my encounters of, not saying for you, not talking about you, but my encounters for lover boys, they were homeless and just looking for somebody to take to me.
Ooh. And then I'm not a lover boy.
No, because lover boy has been so diluted with
I feel like
bullshit.
a lot of people like try to say they are,
right.
but you know, a lot of times they're really not.
So if you're a lover boy, why haven't you found love yet?
Whew. I feel like I have a couple answers for that.
Okay.
I think one with, you know, being good looking, a lot of times people lust over you,
right?
You know, and they don't really want to take the time to get to know you. And so I feel like I've ran into a lot of that. I don't know, maybe some people still, you know, dealing with past things, but what I've realized, huh?
Did you just whack me for?
No, not you. Not you. No, I didn't. But yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like dating right now is just not for me. I feel like God has just been trying to show me that, and I'm accepting it.
Dating is transactional these days.
But how do you feel like dating at different ages are like different experiences? Because some people have told me, oh yeah, when I was 23, my dating life was horrible.
When I was 23, when I was your age, honestly and truly, I wasn't dating. I didn't date. My life, I tell people this now because it kind of messed over who I am today, but my life, I didn't have any like clothes. I didn't have any bags. The only thing I had was like, I had closets with like jeans and simple stuff, but I only had work shit. When I was selling cars, when I was working at the hotel, when I was selling cars, that was the most money I ever made. And some months I was bringing home $9,000, $10,000 after taxes and insurance and all that. I'm 23 years old. My car note was $666.24. My rent was like $1,100, and that's cheap. That's like real nice in Baton Rouge.
Right.
When you have a $1,100 apartment, you got silver, stainless steel appliances, marble.
Yeah. So basically, you wasn't worried about love.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Money was driving you.
My
basically.
money was there, so okay. Of course, I was having sex with people and stuff, but that was just like when you a car salesman, you have a lot of sex. We had a lot of. No, I'm for real. When we were in the car,
I never knew that.
Yeah, in the car world. So like, I'm like a borderline trick. And that's because of them. Like my higher ups.
Mm-hmm.
So like these men had wives, but they had women that because it's a man's world. So they had women coming by cars. They was hitting on the women, getting discounts for the women. They would like buy them little shit and all that kind of stuff. So and then they were having sex with them. So I got into that same routine because I'm like, damn, I want to be like y'all making $300,000 a year off this car shit. I'm making almost $100,000. I want to be like y'all. So I started.
And I'm sure they was older too,
They were
right?
older.
Yeah.
These niggas were old enough to be my dad.
Ooh.
And so I'm like the youngest. I was like the youngest one in the dealership. So I started picking up those habits. So I would like probably like, I'm not gonna say I would spend a lot, but I like pay a phone bill or something like that. Cause why? I got like $17,000, $18,000 in my account. Why would I care about paying you a $100 phone bill?
Right.
So I would do that or whatever. But I was living the life that they were living. I wasn't looking for dating. I didn't want nobody to live with me because I had just moved out my mom's house. I wasn't even out my mom's house a full 2 months before one of my news I took off. So, yeah, I really wasn't looking to dating. And now I'm terrified to date now.
Heard that.
I'm petrified.
Heard that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just in a different space. You know, at first I feel like I just used to, like, look for it. But now it's like, okay, if it comes to me,
not look for it.
It's going to come to me. I got my own place, my own job, my own car, you know, so I'm just doing my thing with social media and all that. So I'm
pretty sure you get a lot of people that hit on you because I think, I know if I get it, you get it. I think like we all get it.
In person or just
in person?
General? In person. Not really. A lot of people say that I look mean or I look intimidating when I'm out. I'm like, I'm probably the nicest person that you'll ever meet.
And the crazy part is they say the same thing about me, but people still come to me and talk.
Now, when I'm at work, though, I definitely have on my serious face. So, because I've had times where people are like, oh, they don't come and hit at you at the bar.
And see, I've never encountered that with you.
With what?
The serious face or anything.
I'm glad. I'm glad because like I'm Ricky.
like I've never seen that. Not one time. We always talk. I speak to you. And then that's about it.
I mean, that's just how I was raised. I mean, I was raised to just treat everybody how I want to be treated. But I think what I've learned, especially about life and in the gay life, you know, not everybody is like that. You know, you just got to pick and choose who you give that to.
I have my days. Like, I can speak. I always speak when spoken to. I can be very nice, but I'm not the type of person where I'm not going to go out my way to talk to nobody. If I see you, I see you. I don't. But don't think you going to, I don't know. It's just something about, like, I don't know. I'm not the type of person where you can speak to me, but don't get too comfortable and think we about to have a full-on conversation.
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like only my closest friends and my family have seen my other side. Because I have...
That's the people that honestly should be able to bring it out of you, the people that you truly care about.
But I don't even like to be around people who bring that side out of me, you know, so...
Right.
I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter.
He keeps saying he's a lover.
I am, I'm a big lover.
So, I don't know, I just feel like that's glad. You know what I like about you? You're not stupid. You're not gullible. You keep saying you're a lover boy, but you didn't fall into no bullshit or nothing stupid just to be in a relationship. Because
I've been there, done that.
Oh, same.
Been there, done that.
Oh, same.
But we learn, and we grow. So that's why I'm kind of glad I, dated when I was younger, so that way I experienced it. Now that I'm older, I know what to apply.
Younger, so you're already young. So how old were you when you dated that person?
I was 18.
How old were they?
2 years older than me.
That's it?
Just 2 years older than me.
I see. I was so scared at 18. I was freshman in college. I was scared to date anybody.
You said you were what?
I was petrified. I didn't want to date anybody.
I was, I think just going back to San Antonio, I never dated anybody, and I used to think like, I didn't used to think, but my confidence was a little low when I lived over there. So I didn't, I didn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Like I thought I was average. I thought I was average. You said that I used to date girls?
Yeah.
I did. I had a girlfriend in high school.
Oh, I did too. That's nothing. I thought you had one like in your like adult life.
No. I mean, I'm still in my pre-adult life, something.
Wait, so you consider yourself to be more like what, bi, pan?
I think I don't know, because I'm attracted to women. But I haven't, tried anything.
You haven't had sex with a woman?
I've tried before when I was in high school.
Nothing happened?
No, I just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. But that was years ago, I'm older now, so.
Oh.
Hey, ladies.
Oh, my goodness. Whew. Tony, can you bring me some of that Crown, please? I'm dead ass.
But no, it's crazy because, oh my God.
Because he is going crazy. Do you have some Sprite over there?
I do.
Let me have some of your Sprite, please. Because he's talking crazy. Women, all that. So if you're dealing with a woman, thank you so much. So if you're dealing with a woman, that means oh, child. So what do you identify?
Okay, what, like, you mean?
What the fuck is this? What do you identify as when it comes down to men then? Like verse, bottom, top? Because they're pushing the verse agenda. Let me see your Sprite, please. Let me see
I don't believe in,
You don't know?
I don't believe in titles.
Also, you're more of a, oh God. Are you finished with this?
Yeah. Okay. Undisclosed. What would you consider yourself?
I consider myself, I don't know, it depends on the person. So like, I've dated guys and then, I get with them and then I'm not even gonna say I've dated guys. I've hooked up with guys and then I would clean out, do the works and all of that, and then wind up topping them on an empty stomach.
Oh.
So you just never know. Like, it just depends on, because I'm very like flamboyant, but I'm also very dominant.
I get that from you.
I'm very
for sure.
aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm a very dominant person. So it just sometimes the roles may switch. So you just never know.
I can just say one thing. I feel like I can kind of like agree. I would not agree, but what's the word? Like I feel the same. What you're saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I have still a dominant side, but like I still have my soft side.
Yeah, you give me that you're like you're not like feminine. I wouldn't see you wearing a purse. I wouldn't worry about you taking my bust downs out my closet or nothing. But you definitely give that you're like a carefree black boy. That's what you are to me, a carefree black boy.
Yeah.
But you don't give me
I
more.
like that. I've never heard that.
You give me more like verse bottom.
Okay. I'll take that.
Oh my God. So are you looking for your so are you like messing with anyone? You don't have a roster or anything?
No, I don't.
You're crazy.
I don't know. I feel like I've just outgrown the roster stage. I'm getting older. Older. I don't have time for the roster stage anymore.
I'm gonna be transparent. I hate rosters. I have like my one or two people that I may deal with, but lately I've really been practicing safe sex a lot.
Well, something that my mom told me was, it ain't nothing wrong with dating multiple people, but having sex with multiple people, don't do that.
It's crazy, yeah.
Don't do that.
So I have sex. A while when I first moved down here. I got in a relationship, and then I got out of the relationship, got in another relationship. And then I got out of their relationship and got another. So I was like, you know what? When I left and went to Louisiana, once I got off probation, I was like, you know what? I'm a date. I'm a fuck around. I'm a date. But I had a STD scare recently. Ooh. And that's what kind of made me like slow down on and I only have sex with one person now because he called me and I was at work. I remember I was sitting at my desk and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna call you back. I have a client. I called him back and he called me and was like, hey, I want you to go to your doctor. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong? He was like, well, I tested positive for syphilis.
Whew. And I know that's high here. I know that goes around a lot here. I know your mouth was like...
I was like, syphilis? So then I was like, okay. So I got off the phone with him and I called the place I go to. I was like, hey, I need to get tested. Like, tonight.
Right.
So I got off of work I left work a little early to go, and I didn't even, I got tested, but since I was already there, they gave me the penicillin shot anyways. And I was so angry because it wasn't like a regular penicillin shot. They said it was like one of the other ones. So I couldn't even sleep on that side of my ass. Because it was like, you can't, it was
I heard
thicker.
the penicillin, like I heard it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, after you get it.
So like I was laying in the bed and I'm like massaging my ass and I'm like, Lord, please. So for the next like, for
Wait,
2
so
days.
you did have it or you didn't?
I don't even know.
Oh, but you were like, I'm just doing it to make sure.
Well, no, I'm lying. I do know. I don't have it because they say even if you don't have it, even if you do have, even if you, once you get it once, it's always going to come up on your test results. So all my test results came back, it came back negative. Because I got my work, the blood work done, the anal swab, all that kind of stuff. And then I told them, since I'm here, just give me the shot just in case. But they made me pay out of pocket for it because they couldn't confirm if I had it or not yet. So I paid like $35 or something, whatever.
So what's your relationship with the person now? Like, are y'all cool?
We cool.
Oh, okay.
He could come over and watch TV.
That's good. But you didn't feel any type of way like about it?
It happens. I can't put the blame on him because I was topping him, so I should have put on a condom. So that's not, I'm not going to say it's not his fault, but it kind of is. But he trusted somebody, and I trusted him. It's a domino effect. So it happens. We learned that in school. When somebody passed the thing around, the little marker, and you mark it, and it put the little thing on your hand, put the thing on your hand, put the thing on your hand, and you pass it to the person that you think friends with and all of that. And everybody got syphilis or came in contact with whatever because of X, Y, and Z. So it's just a domino effect. So I wasn't mad with him. Was I going to whoop his ass if I had syphilis? I don't know. Ask me, well, knock on wood, but I'm, whatever. So yeah.
The world may never know.
I probably would have though. Because I looked up pictures and stuff of syphilis and stuff. And
oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
I've seen those
like
pictures.
the sores and the bumps and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I probably would have whooped his ass because that was a very scary experience to look at. And I remember I was on my way home. I was on my way to the doctor and I was like, God, please don't let me have this because I hate to send you another one. So yeah, I just can't. Oh my God, so anybody looking for Ricky, he's looking for love. He's looking for vagina. He's looking for PP. He's looking for a Bucci cap. So watch out for Ricky. So do you think that you ever would move out of Houston?
Yes, I do. I just feel like my time, I don't know. This year is kind of like my go year here. That was my saying to myself. But eventually I am going to want to try another state. I've been here since I was 9. I'm 23 now.
Yeah, I've only been here since, I've been here for a minute too. So I've been here for 3 years.
3 years. Okay. Houston is nice. I mean, I've been here off and on for 5 years, but I just feel like my purpose might be somewhere else. Whether it be...
Do you check your Instagram analytics a lot?
I do.
So what's your biggest city?
Atlanta, New York, and Florida.
Oh, don't go to Atlanta.
Why?
You want to go to Atlanta? I've never been.
I do. You never been?
I've never been to Atlanta.
What the hell?
I'm lying. I've been to Atlanta, but I literally went there to film for a few hours, and I left right on out.
But you never got to experience it and everything?
I went to any gay clubs. I never went to anything out there.
Wow.
And then when I filmed for P-Valley, I drove through Atlanta and went to Covington, a small little town. But I've never been in Atlanta.
I love Atlanta. Like, every time I go, I just enjoy it. I really hang around, only like...
you can't hang with everything in Atlanta.
I just hang out with my homegirl out there and, we kick it.
I've tried it. I've hung out with one Atlanta person and never again.
Yeah. I was like, I just need two solid friends out here and that's it. But I just feel like the opportunities and everything would be great. I mean, a lot of people have told me I would do great out there.
Black Hollywood.
For sure.
I want to move to LA. Once I get the funds, I
see you in LA. I feel like I see you thriving in LA for sure.
I love LA. Yeah. I made a lot of connections in LA because my ex, well, he's not my ex, but a guy I was dating serious. We were exclusively dating, but we weren't together. We didn't make it to that stage where it was like, you know what, you're my boyfriend and stuff. It was just like, you don't sleep with nobody, I'm not gonna sleep with nobody. So I used to be in LA months at a time, 2-3 months at a time. So I made a lot of connects. I made a lot of things. I was at a lot of parties, industry parties. So I could see myself staying there, but I'm so cheap. I'm really cheap. So like when I bought this Louis Vuitton purse, it was like $3,500. I had like $19,000 in my account. If I would have had like $10,000 in my account, I wouldn't have bought it. My rent, I got to be able to pay it twice in 1 month for me to stay there. I just can't.
That's smart.
I can't showboat like, oh, I'm wealthy. Well, I'm not wealthy. I'm not. I'm rich. I can't be like, oh, I'm rich. I'm this and the fourth and all of that. Like, I don't know. Like when my Benz got wrecked and all that, now it's like I'm in a Hyundai. I can't do it. I can't. I don't know. Just something. I'm just scared of being broke. I'm scared of being poor.
But you still carry yourself very like.
But you know what's crazy? I've always did that. So when I was working at Dollar General.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Keep going.
I used to, like, for real, I used to work like, I was a key holder at Dollar General. I was 21. Then I was working at the La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham I was 21. I got fired at 22. I worked there for like a year. I was at AGM, Assistant General Manager. And then I got fired because I was working at 2 competing hotels at one time. And then I was at Supreme Chevrolet in Gonzales by my mom's house. And I got fired.
Why?
What are my news at?
Oh.
Yeah. I got fired for those videos because they said they were unprofessional.
Haters.
And then I went to Richard's Honda and I stopped doing the videos. And then I started doing them again. And it was like, you can do them. Do whatever you want. You're selling cars. And that's when I became who I am. So
where the money resides.
Yeah, I used to work fast food jobs and stuff. Yeah. I was working at gas stations.
I never worked fast food. That's crazy.
I worked at McDonald's. I was what's that called? A manager in training. I was a
manager. You was all in these manager positions.
Yeah, I like being a boss. I like I was at MIT, manager in training, and then where was I? I quit. Then I went back. Then I was in college. I didn't work my freshman year. My sophomore year, did I work? I was working at the Fresh Market, a grocery store.
Okay.
I left.
Keep a job.
Yeah.
For sure.
I left. I was working at the grocery store, and then I left, and then I came back, and I was working at the hotel. I worked at the hotel, and then I went back to school, and I started working at the dollar store. And then I went back to the hotel, and then I dropped out. Yeah.
Dropped out of
college.
I
didn't know what I wanted to be. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I was in college for 2 years.
Where did you go?
It was called Northwest Vista in San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it.
It was 2 years.
I went to UL.
Okay, UL.
Thank you. Raise your cages. Thank you.
I don't know. I felt like, my major was business administration. And I don't know, I just felt like I finished my first year and then my second year came and that's when COVID came.
Oh yeah, you are a COVID. I keep saying that you are a COVID. You was so COVID fucked up your college experience. You probably would have said.
COVID changed my life for sure. It changed my entire life.
It changed mine too for the better.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I always tell people I wish they could experience college life. Like I met my best friend. We about to be, what, 10 years coming up. Oh, my God. I'm old.
You're not even 30.
I'm knocking on 30. But no, so I graduated in 2015. 2015, I went to school in August.
You graduated college in 2015?
High school.
Oh.
High school. I graduated high school. I went to college in 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018. Okay. So, yeah. So, now.
Gotcha.
Do you think you have any questions you want to ask me? I always like to turn the tables on my people.
Oh, yeah. How was it meeting Nicki Minaj? I was waiting to ask this question. Oh.
Can you make the lights pinker?
Please.
So, it was a beautiful experience.
First of all, how did that happen?
I don't think it's real.
How did that happen?
Think it's real. So I'm gonna show you. Let me go to our Instagram. So you remember she did the Met Gala look with the with the flowers and all of that.
Yes, the most
Correct.
the yellow one, right?
Yes.
Yellow outfit. Yep.
She was in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
May 9th at 7:08 p.m. I replied to her. I said, I wish I could come see you in Houston, mother. She said, at 7:09, come.
Wait, did I see it?
Let me see.
She's on my cum.
Because these bitches think mother don't know me.
Show them.
Hi, look at the camera, T. You can see it? Back it up.
Bruh, like a Dungeon Dragon.
Flip the monitor so I can see. Flip it. Okay. Wait. Back it up. Focus it, something, T.
Clock it.
This one? This one?
From the...
Wait, why am I in the camera like this? Don't put that angle in there. But anyways, fuck it.
Yeah, it was there.
It was? Let me see. Flip it back. Let's flip it back.
Get to it. All right, so you on that one.
Let me see. Mother said, come. Are you in Houston? Thank you. All right, just so I can back up, I'm going to read it out loud. Fuck these hoes. She said, how many? I said, yes, I'm here. She said, how many people with you? I said, it's just me. How do I get in? She said, Pedro will handle it. Shout out to Pedro at Celebs Love Nicki Minaj. He's never, ever, not once posted me, and he's a big part of the reason why the queen has seen me. So shout out to Pedro. He texted about it earlier. I said, okay, great. I pray God I get to meet you. She said, does he have your number? And she said, I said, he does. And she said, and you will. So I was at the concert I was by myself. I actually ran into Anthony. Me and Anthony hadn't spoken in like 2 years since the show. And I spoke to Anthony. We kind of spoke. It was no really differences, but we kind of hashed out like the slight little issues we had. And then I ran into Natalie.
Oh, yeah.
Beat King, Fendi, DJ Booth. All of the people that's always around her. Everybody was there.
Everybody was
there. And once the concert was over, Pedro came up to me and he came with a police officer. And at that time, I was on probation, so I was really, really nervous. And I was like, why are you coming up to me with a police officer? And he was like, we about to go to the back. And I was like, the back of what? And he was like, we about to go to the dressing room. And I was like, who dressing room? He was like, Nicki Minaj. And I was like, oh man. So I want you to picture it. It's a long hallway. It was like this. It was similar to this. But just make it a cinder blocks. A whole bunch of cinder blocks. And I'm walking and I'm just like, it's no big deal. It's your idol. She's nobody.
You was trying to be calm.
Yeah.
You was trying to be calm.
She's nobody. She's your idol. She's nobody. She's a regular person. Don't pay her no mind. When you see her, don't scream because she's just like you. That's how I was talking to myself in my head. I'm like, this ain't nobody. This just Nicki Minaj. She's a person. She's a short little lady who wear wigs. She's nobody. That's how I had to hype myself up to something. I don't know. She was in a room with somebody and she laughed and I could hear it because I was coming up so I could hear. So I stopped and I was just like, it's nobody. She's not. She's just Nicki Minaj. She's nobody big. She's nobody. She's just Nicki Minaj. Don't overreact. Just in a form. Be calm. Be calm. Be calm. So I walk in there and I cut the corner. And she gets up. And she runs straight to me. She's like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. And she hugs me. Mind you, she's short. So her head about right here in my chest. So I'm like,
Nicki?
And I got to rubbing on her back and stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm touching Nicki Minaj.
I know she smelled good.
Amazing.
I know she smelled good.
And one thing about people, I tell people all the time, I never tell people what we talked about because we talked about so much. But I can say that she's a very positive woman, despite contrary belief. People think she's a bitter woman, they think she's that, but she's a very positive woman. She watches everything. Cause she even asked me about my grandmother. She asked me about a lot of things I had going on. She knows a lot of things I've done cause she follows me and all of that. But what I can say, the woman loves Chanel.
Chanel?
Chanel bags.
Chanel bags. Oh, yeah.
It had Chanel all through that place. Everywhere.
Shout out Chanel.
Chanel was everywhere. But what I can say, I call her mother, but I call her that because she has a very motherly spirit.
Mm.
So, like, she made sure I was eating. She made sure, like, I had something to drink. She would make sure I was comfortable. When we took our picture, our video and stuff, she was very sweet and all of that. But she even made sure I got home. She was like, she was like, I'm going to get you a black truck and make sure you get home safely. And somebody even walked me up to my fucking front door.
That's amazing.
She's like, oh, like, when I tell people all the time, besides NLE Chopper,
mm-hmm.
that's one of the celebrities that I still can't believe I met.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, child, I love that lady. Shout out to the queen. Shout out to Nicki
to
Minaj.
Nicki.
It's crazy how we talk about that and I have on all pink.
Falling for you.
Oh, you're falling for you, Stan. My favorite song is Save Me.
Save Me?
Yes.
This time
I have that song tattooed on the back of my neck.
Really?
Yes. And then I love Nip Tuck. Those two are my favorite songs.
So I'm a middle Nicki fan. So my first song that I ever heard and learned by her was her Bottoms Up verse. That was the first song I
you're
heard.
young.
I'm a youngin.
What was my first one?
But everybody used to be like, Ricky, rap Nicki part.
That's what they always used to do. Oh, they used to. Oh my God, it's like we live the same bar.
Oh shit, yeah.
How was it? Simma, pass me the keys to my Beamer. I wish I had a booty like Trina. Nigga, get your green up. 2 sticks in my buns. That was the first song I heard about her.
Oh.
And I was like, and I remember I got an ass whooping so bad because I put 2 sticks in my bun so they recognize me when I come. I'm DMC like run. And my grandmother tore my ass up.
Ooh, been singing that.
2 sticks in my bun? Yeah, a child shouldn't be singing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So who would be the next celebrity that you want to meet?
Oh my God, I met so many.
Beyonce.
Yeah, that's on the place. I can see Beyonce. I can see me Beyonce meeting.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very nice, beautiful lady. And I like her because she doesn't look too, she's just a class act to me. She's just beautiful. She's just a classy lady. Mm-hmm. Simple. She's simple but stunning, if that makes sense.
Right.
So yeah, her or Rihanna. Because I've literally met every other person.
You met the bigs. I remember the first time I seen Drake out in public, I almost lost my mind.
He's real cool.
I love Drake.
He likes to be to himself.
Nobody can, they can never make me hate Drake, for sure.
Yeah, I love Drake. I like that. What's that called? Nokia?
Who's talking that?
Yeah.
Who's talking that?
Oh my God. So yes. Ricky, do you have anything you want to tell them before we skedaddle?
What would I like to say? I would just say to the young people watching this, just keep striving, keep chasing your dreams, and hard times don't last. And we up from here.
They really don't, yes. Well, all right, y'all. I am signing out. It is Relly B, Ricky B, and we're closing out another episode of Be Fo-Rell Podcast.
It's a wrap.
Live from the